This is episode 1 with your host, Damaris Avila. Welcome to the Promise, Faith, and Hope podcast. My name is Damaris, and I will dive deep into topics such as self-help, spirituality, literature, and more in efforts to inspire you and others listening to move forward in life. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Now let the show begin. Welcome. This is the first episode. Congratulations. If you are listening, that means you are starting here with me at the beginning of the Promise, Faith, and Hope podcast. This is all very new to me, and there are a few reasons why I called this podcast Promise, Faith, and Hope. The meaning behind it actually has a full story. At the time of recording this, yesterday was Easter. I actually started this whole project today, the day after Easter. When I went to my church service yesterday, I was very inspired to start something new. And at the beginning of this year, I promised myself a new life. I've always been the kind of person to help my friends and family reach new heights and motivate them to reach for their dreams. This Easter, I was inspired to reach out to even more people than just my few family and close friends. I was inspired to inspire. I made myself a promise to be more confident, to try new things, to do all that I can to service others, and I am fulfilling my promise. And some of you, not all of you, may know the story of Easter. To condense it a little bit, on one Friday afternoon, Jesus was arrested, and then later nailed and crucified onto a cross. He was placed into a tomb where many believed he would lay and rest in peace. However, when 3 days passed and some women who cared for Jesus checked in on his body in the tomb, miraculously, there was no body there, no body to be found. Jesus has resurrected. So this ties into the story of where I got the name Promise, Faith, and Hope from, because when I was a child, when I was younger, I had a cousin. I was probably around 7 years old and she was 4, almost 5. Honestly, we were both just so young. She was so fun to grow up with, and even though she was my cousin, she was like a sister to me. She was such a creative person, and she was never boring to be around. One day at summer camp, she experienced a stroke. She was then rushed to the hospital, and after the stroke, she suffered from a blood clot in her brain and passed away a few days later. She died 6 days before her 5th birthday. I was so young and ignorant about it at the time that it took me probably a few months to a year to realize that she was even gone. And I didn't even really know all of the full details about her death until way later on. To experience a death at such an early age is something hard to deal with. Honestly, I didn't realize I was still affected by her death until around a month ago. I saw a post on Facebook that my aunt posted many years ago. It was all of my cousins in the living room of my aunt's house at the time. We were all singing and dancing to Baby by Justin Bieber. And when I saw it, I didn't even know that this video existed. Hearing her voice, hearing her speak, broke my heart. And imagining where she could have been today is a really hard pill to swallow. Anyway, in the video, we were all singing and dancing in that little living room, living so blissfully. We even had a mini dance battle to Hollaback Girl by Gwen Stefani. Her death was hard, but I got through it. My cousin died. She was like a sister to me. By the way, her name was Faith Esther. Through this podcast, I just want to spread positivity, faith, and hope. I want to keep faith alive. Metaphorically and literally, I want to keep faith alive. Through this podcast, I hope to see faith resurrect. The day after Easter, I'm here at my computer speaking about Faith Esther, This is how I know that God resurrects people. Faith died, and promise, faith, and hope will resurrect. I never got over Faith's death, but I got through it, and I'm still getting through it, and that's an important lesson to learn on grief. Sometimes people let grief hold them back, and they will always use it as an excuse to never move forward or never live without whoever they lost. They think to themselves, I can't live because they aren't living, instead of using their loss as fuel. Instead, I am using my loss as fuel to my fire, fuel to keep faith alive, fuel to keep the hope alive in me. Many people hold a deep-rooted fear inside them to continue on without their loved ones. There shouldn't be fear held in your heart. You can replace that fear with hope to move on without them. Do things in their name instead of not doing things in vain of their name. At first, I know, it is so hard. It's hard living without them, and you may even ask God, why take them? Why take them? But realize they are with God. Their spirit is still around. You pursuing a life will make them happy. You moving on will make them happy because you will be happier instead of sitting in your grief and dwelling in the pain. Be appreciative of anyone who reaches out with kind words and memories. Fill your heart with joy and enjoy the love you witness. Out of death comes out a lot of love. Nothing is created or destroyed. The love the lost one once spread will continue to spread through other means, and you will never truly lose them unless you lose touch with them. Always keep their happy memories alive. Your loved ones will always show you signs that they are still here, still alive, still watching over you, as long as you look out for them and listen. The day you look around yourself and start appreciating more what you do have, you will be happier. Wake up every day and be thankful. Express your gratitude daily. Live every moment with love, grace, and gratitude. Ask yourself every morning, what am I thankful for today? Be thankful for the food, water, light, and love in your life. Gratitude opens up a channel for good to come in your life. The more grateful you are, the more there will be to be grateful about. When you do this, you will notice things won't be as dull. They won't be as gray. Notice how beautiful the sounds are, the music, the waves crashing on the beach, the birds chirping in the morning. Notice how beautiful the sights are, how green the grass is, how handsome or beautiful your loved ones are, the way colors go so nicely together. Notice how delicious everything tastes, the feeling of ice cream melting in your mouth, the texture of your favorite foods, the crunchiness of your favorite chips. Notice how good everything feels, how soft your blankets are, the shower water just splashing on your face, the keys on your keyboard clicking. The more you notice the beauty in the world, the less you will notice the ugly in the world. The ugly could even become beautiful. Be thankful for your 5 senses. Be thankful that you can hear these sounds, that you can see these sights, that you can taste these delicious things. Be more thankful. Turn the pain into love and honor your lost loved ones with expressing more love, spreading more love. Don't let your grief define you, and have faith and hope that they will live on inside of you, in your memory. Celebrate your loved ones and live life in honor of them. That's all I got for today's episode. If you love this, please share it with someone you love. Please subscribe on our YouTube channel, Promise, Faith, and Hope, and you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Promise, Faith, Hope. Thank you so much again for listening. I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate you, and have a wonderful day.